Okay, so let's go to the PowerPoint. So we're talking about tissues. So there's 4 types of tissues. Histology is the study of tissues. When I took histology in college, I had a lady, a single older lady, and she gave stars for whoever got the highest grade. I often got a star, and if people tied for the highest grade, she would split the star in pieces. So that was in 1970, I think. In the dark ages, when we didn't have any cars or trucks, we still had horses, and things were kind of slow. And we didn't have a bunch of people not taking vaccines. So there's 4 types of tissue: skin, connective, muscles, nerves. So what are tissues? Collections of cells that perform a specific function. There's 4 types, and we'll go through them. So cells plus extracellular materials. So any connective tissue that holds the cells together. The cells secrete fluids and extracellular material. Cells are bound together. They can combine to form organs and organ systems. So there's 4 types of tissues. Epithelial or skin. They cover our whole body on the exterior. So read those functions. They produce glands. Connective tissues fill in internal spaces. Structural support, store energy, as in adipose tissue. Muscles do one thing: they contract. Nerves conduct impulses, and those impulses carry information. This is very important. Epithelium is avascular, no blood. So why do you bleed when you get a cut? Because the dermis is right below the epithelium, and the dermis is full of blood vessels. Glands are also derived from epithelium. Characteristics. Cells are very closely packed. They have a top and a bottom. They don't have blood vessels, and the cells are continuously replaced. What does epithelial tissue do? Protects, keeps the water inside your body, senses heat, pain, pressure, and has specialized secretions like sweat. Exocrine glands secrete onto the body surface, such as sweat glands. Endocrines secrete hormones, for the most part, into the neighboring tissues in the blood. There are special connections that hold cells together. I just want you to know about tight junctions, gap junctions. So a gap junction is an electrical synapse. A gap junction allows electrical current to flow through these pipes, and it's in the heart. Heart tissue is full of gap junctions. A tight junction is another way that cells join together, and they join together so that there's no leakage through the tissues. So just be aware of gap junctions or an electrical synapse, meaning that in the heart, electrical currents flow through these channels, and tight junction is the way that cells are joined so that the whole tissue does not leak. So for instance, in your digestive tract, everybody's talking about leaky what syndrome? What's it called? Leaky tissue syndrome. I don't know about that. I got to check it out. So the epithelial surface has microvilli and cilia. So these are cilia. These are microvilli. The cilia help move materials around the cells so the cells can absorb the material. The microvilli primarily increase surface area. So these cells have tight junctions here. So the cells control what goes in and out. You don't want to have, oh, it's leaky gut syndrome. So these are columnar cells. They have a shape of a column. They're called simple columnar. We'll get to that. And they're tightly bound together, and they absorb materials through the microvilli, which greatly increases the surface area, and cilia help mix the tissue, help mix all of the food and nutrients that are moving through the gut. Below the cells, you have what's called a basement membrane. All you should know is this bottom layer called the basement membrane. The cells sit on that membrane and are very tightly attached. Your skin is constantly renewing and repairing. The lining of your gut, your skin, the cutaneous membrane, epithelial stem cells are undergoing mitosis, producing new cells to repair and replace, and epithelium grows up from the base. Everybody knows if you get sunburn, you just peel skin right off. Those are dead cells, and your skin will provide a whole collection of new cells by cell division, and that's how those tissues are reproduced. Let's stop there. Let's go back and turn off recording for a moment.